So Mercedes is going to walk away with a 1-2 here. We are fighting for the podium. It's Lando now. It's going to go for the overtake. Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are here for episode 30 of our Formula 1 23 driver career mode. I think this is race number 6 here at Silverstone, and we are coming off a pretty good race in Austria. If you guys have not seen that, be sure to hit the link up top. Go watch that. It was a pretty good race. We had a sprint race as well where we bumped Verstappen off the track, and I kind of think that set him on a downward spiral for that weekend, but we finish in P4, giving us 74 points on the season, and it puts us 38 points behind Sergio Perez. So we're still in the contention for the Drivers' Championship. On top of that as well, we're just under 20 points ahead of Max Verstappen, so we have a nice little cushion for the time being to outperform Max Verstappen throughout this season. And I do have an announcement for the driver career mode series for F1 23. If you guys do the math, you can probably tell that this will be the last season of the driver career mode series before F1 24 comes out. I'm not going to have enough time to even do a 10 race season by the time we finish this one, so it kind of sucks because we only got really one good season in a championship contending car, but we're gonna have to make the most of it, try and go for the championship here. We're still in contention with Sergio Perez, so we got, I think, 4 or 5 races left to do that, to catch up and pass him. But Sergio Perez not making it easy, as he is leading the championship with 112 points. The next closest driver to him is Lando Norris with 81 points. So we're 7 points, sorry, behind Lando Norris. And then we're both 30, 40-ish points behind Sergio Perez, but there's still 4 races to go, so we'll see what happens here. But we are here in qualifying at the end of Q1. We only put up 1 lap on the soft tires as usual. I'm pretty confident we can do that now, and we come in P13 with a 125.6. Verstappen, though, has a pretty good lap. He out-qualifies us by 0.5 of a second. I probably did have the fuel load pretty high as well. But moving on to Q2 here, we are on the soft tires. We put up a purple sector 1, which I think is taken by one of the other drivers, or it's just a glitch in the game, but we're having a pretty good lap here. We definitely need to be in front of Verstappen, of course, once again, if we want to further secure that little cushion that I was talking about earlier. And of course, we want to get in front or as close to Sergio Perez as possible. I'm confident, even if we're on the front row, or second row, sorry, that we can get a good start off the line and go for P1 before we even hit turn 1. I am very good at the starts here. The AI, not so much. But we cross the line here in Q2, 9/1000ths of a second after Sergio Perez. That first lap was good enough to get us into Q3, so I just decided to stay in. And then in Q3, our first lap, once again, 1/1000th of a second behind Perez this time, which is like the blip of a throttle. So, you know, if I pushed 1/1000th of a second earlier, coming out of the last quarter, I'd be on provisional pole at the moment, but we still have 1 more lap to improve. Our sector 1 in that last lap was not great, so we could definitely improve a little bit here. Not improving by much at the moment, honestly. Going down into Brooklyn's only 3/100ths of a second, nothing too significant. We're gonna have to improve a lot more if we want to pass Sergio Perez, assuming that he will improve on his provisional pole lap here. Qualifying is complete. We're currently sitting with Perez, myself, Russell, Norris, and Charles Leclerc in the top 5, and I'm not liking this lap at the moment. It seems like everyone is just crossing the line now. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong corner of the map. Everyone has crossed the line, so this is the grid. So if we can improve here, we can get on pole to beat Sergio Perez through Meggetts and Beckett's. We are 1/10, just under 1/10 of a second better than that previous lap through the final corners here. Can we get on provisional pole or on pole position to start the race? It would give us a good jump off the line, try and get away from the crowd as we head through the final chicane here. 0.2 of a second of improvement. We drop down to 1/10, and we cross the line with a 1/10 of a second improvement, and that is only good enough for P2. You can hear my myself being pretty upset there. And yeah, we're going to be in P2 here. Max Verstappen does not have a good qualifying or Q3 whatsoever. He's going to be starting in P10. This is a track where you can make your way through the field, though. So let's get into the race. Let's see what we could do. Hopefully, we can pass Sergio Perez and get a win here. All right, so we are here for the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. After a very exciting qualifying, we put up our first lap in Q3. 1/1000th of a second behind Sergio Perez, and then after that he improved, we also improved, but we couldn't put a good enough lap together in order to take that pole position. So Perez is going to be starting in P1 here. We're going to be looking to jump him right off the start. As usually we get good starts in this game, so hopefully we can get past Perez going down into turn 1, and then after that we're obviously going to have to hold him back. We're going to have to hold Russell back as well in the other Mercedes, as they are going to be on the attack here, looking to seal out the Constructors' Championship as the season comes to an end here. We still got 4 races left, I believe, but they want to close out that championship as quickly as possible. Verstappen did not have a good qualifying at all. He's down in P10, just behind Oscar Piastri, who's starting in P9. So we're going to see what he can do from him. Obviously, Silverstone, very good track for overtaking and such, so he should be able to cut his way through the field and maybe get into the top 5, possibly a podium. He's going to have to pass Leclerc, Norris, and Russell at this point to do that. Hopefully, no safety cars or anything ruin our strategy, as we are starting on the hard tires and then going on to the mediums for the back stint. And let's get on the grid here. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can go for another win here and put ourselves a little bit closer to Sergio Perez in the Drivers' Championship. All right, here we go for the British Grand Prix. We're going to try and pass Sergio Perez here right off the start. We got 5 red lights, and this race is underway. We're going to get a good start here. We're going to pass Sergio Perez into turn 1, and we are now leading the race. So obviously, the goal is to keep Perez behind us. We've got to watch for the tires, and then hopefully we can control that. We're usually not very good at it, and then we can stay on till we pit for the mediums, and once again, hopefully stay in front for the entirety of this race. Perez already falling behind a 0.4 of a second, so we could try and run away with it here as we purple sector 1, of course, first lap. Perez out of the corner. He is closing in here. He's gonna try and go for the move. We're gonna be going side by side on the first lap through Cop's corner. We are gonna run wide. We have contact with Lando Norris, and we're now going side by side through Maggots and Beckerts. Oh, come on. Onto the hanger straight. We're gonna get a little bit of a slipstream from Sergio Perez, but we're running wide here. Turn on the battery just to close in and stay within that DRS range. It looks like there's a bit of action going on behind us as Norris and Leclerc are battling it out. Pierre Gasly in there as well for the top 5. The DRS is activated, and we've already pulled away from Lando and the other drivers, the 2 Ferraris in P4, P5. We are in DRS range of Sergio Perez here, so we are going to get DRS. And we got good pace so far in these early stages of the race. Now, obviously, we have to see how the tire game plays out here as we actually fall out of DRS from Sergio Perez. We're going to close in once again, turn on the battery, keep ourselves within DRS range, following them nice and steadily. And then turn on the battery once again as we go down towards Cop's corner. We need to finish in front of Perez if we want a shot at the Drivers' Championship, because he's leading at the moment. So, you know, finishing behind him doesn't help. It's only going to increase his gap, especially if he's going on to win these races. Oh, Max Verstappen's out of the session. It looks like he's had an engine issue. He's parked up at the side of the road just before the lap starts. We are in a chase down for Sergio Perez. We pulled away from the people behind us, Leclerc, Norris, and I think it's Russell specifically. And we are now just chasing Perez, trying to close in on him. We have the DRS, but we're just not quick enough down the straight or through the exits to really get a chance to overtake here. 0.8 at the moment. And then once we go through Maggots and Beckerts, he seems to pull out in front a little bit because we are dealing with dirty air. And we really just need a good exit out of these corners. So let's see here. Maybe we can get a chance here. 7/10 of a second. Turn on the battery. Got 33%. I don't think we're going to get them here. We're going to close in a lot, though, just to under 5/10. Oh, crap. I wasn't really paying attention there. We have a crappy entry into that corner. And still following Sergio Perez. Oh, there's someone parked up on the side of the road. Well, McLaren is out as well. That might be a safety car. The yellow flag is not going away. Can a safety car? I don't think it's really going to help us here. We could pit a little bit early. Alright, so we are going to box this lap. Sergio Perez is starting to pull away here as we are really starting to feel the tires go off. And there's not much I can do right now. I was thinking about going for an undercut, but I didn't remember that we were pitting this early on the hard tires. So he's going to pull away now. 1.6 seconds. This might put us in a little bit of trouble. Hopefully, we can have a good stint on the mediums as Russell also closing in here. We're going to need a little bit of luck. Maybe Perez has a slow pit stop, and then that will let us close in once again on him. We got stuck in his dirty air and can't manage to pull away from that. And George Russell is also going to have DRS here, so we might fall to P3 before one of them even goes into the pits. Now, only one of them is going to be boxing, I'm assuming. It'd be pretty stupid for them to double stack. So I'm going to say probably Perez, since he's in front. He's going to go box first, try and preserve this lead, cover us off, avoid the undercut. And then George Russell is going to have to stay out for another lap as we drain our battery completely on lap 8 here. As we go into the pits, we'll get a little bit of a recharge. So yeah, Perez is going to dive into the pits here. I'm assuming Russell is going to stay out. And here we go into the pits. Russell staying out. Leclerc, Norris in here as well down this long pit straight. This is so long, and I don't know why the speed limit is 60, but here we go into the pits. We don't get too far behind Sergio Perez. So let's see here. Oh, we almost got covered off. I think we got covered off a little bit by Lando. And does that look like a 1.6 second gap? Yeah, probably once he goes out of the pits, and I suck at this pit exit as well. So hopefully we can get a good exit out of here. Oh, we are racing George Russell right out of the pits. We are side by side down into turn 1, giving him the racing room here. And he's going to have DRS down this first straight here. And his tires aren't going to be as warmed up as mine are. Oh, actually, wait, no, we got DRS. Okay, we're going to use a battery here so you can close in a little bit on Perez. He's starting to run away with it now as we were very close. And then the second he got those medium tires on, he just flew. And now he's out of range. So maybe we're looking at defending a P2 here from George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Lando, who are all within DRS range of each other. We could be in a little bit of trouble here as Russell closing in here just behind us going into Cop's corner. Should lose him if we make it some back here. Oh, no, never mind. He's going to go side by side with us. Oh, God. Oh, I really cut him off there. I think I cut him off badly, but he's still sticking with us. 2/10, 3/10 of a second back. We're going to get DRS again somehow. And who's not got DRS? Russell does not have DRS here, so we're going to pull away a little bit. Oh, God, Russell again, man. We're not going to have enough battery to defend here. As we are going side by side once again down into turn 1, and we're gonna close the door here on him into turn 1. We don't want him making a dive bomb. He will have DRS this time though. I'm gonna be shit out of luck as actually he falls down to 6/10. Okay, I like that. Hopefully Leclerc can hold him up. Norris as well. Allow me to just get a gap here. Maybe make one last push towards Sergio Perez, but he's 5 seconds ahead now. Yeah, so here he comes with DRS. There's not much I could do here. They're a lot quicker than us. We can defend the inside. And hopefully hold him off. Oh my God, we almost put too much throttle down. We shove him off the track a little bit. And here we go. On to lap 12 now. We've got 6 laps left to go. Can we hold off Russell and all these guys chomping at the bits to get on the podium here, or P2 at the very least? Mercedes is going to try and go for that 1-2, of course. Yeah, Russell once again. Oh my God, he hit us right in the rear. Look at that. He's right there looking for a window to go through, but he's not going to decide on what side he wants to try and overtake on. and makes a decision too late. Still right behind us. We're defending the inside now into the chicane as he goes around the outside, then the inside of the penultimate corner. And on to lap 13, still in P2, Sergio Perez running away with it. Oh man, this is very unfortunate for me because we replaced Sergio Perez and now he might go off to win a driver's championship. Not in this race, but with this race win, it's going to put him in a very, very good spot to really seal the deal within the next 2 or 3 races. He might even have it before the season even ends. So we are running a massive DRS trade right now between myself, Russell, Norris, Sainz. I see Leclerc back there as well. And George Russell's going to try and go for a move at the end of the hanger straight here. We're going wheel to wheel down into the chicane once again. Now we're going to have the inside positioning for the first turn. He's going to have the inside for the second. But we will get a better exit. Stay out in front of him. We got 2 more laps here. 2 more laps to go. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold these guys off, man. Holy crap, they're all right behind us. No one has managed to pass me. Even with the help of DRS, we have not had DRS in the last few laps. Is Russell going for a move down into turn 2 or turn 3? And we are getting these elbows out, shoving George Russell a little bit wide just to get him off his game a little bit. Lando Norris also ready to go for a move here. Russell's going to try and go down the inside into Brooklands, and he is going to get past here. Oh, we have contact with Lando, I think. And that is going to shove us wide. Oh, no. We got 33% battery here. Lando Norris is going to try and get past us now. Down into Cops Corner. Lots of action in Silverstone. And we're going to close in on George Russell once again. We are going to have DRS. We're 5/10 back of him. And we are closing in fairly quickly. He seems to slow down once he passed us. And we did not have a good Megan Beckett there. Oh, come on. Yeah, Lando, right there behind us. Oh, I can't close the door on him now. It's too late. Oh, crap. We shoved Lando wide. Look at that. Wheel to wheel once again. We have to go wide through the first turn. This is going to allow Russell to get out in front. No, he's going to pull out of DRS range here. He might be safe from DRS, and we are now on the final lap here. I don't think we're going to get him unless we can have a massive, massive lap here. So we're giving it everything, trying to close in on Russell. So going down to the Cops Corner, we're 1.1 seconds behind. I don't think we're going to get DRS here. We are using all the battery left. Even if we get DRS, we're not going to have enough battery in the tank to overtake him. Every last percentage point here, maybe through Megan Beckett, we can close in a little bit. No. So Mercedes is going to walk away with a 1-2 here. We are fighting for the podium. It's Lando now. It's going to go for the overtake. No! And we lose out on a podium. Oh, come on. No. Okay, we have to get him here. He's charging up his battery. No! And we just lose out on the podium. And we drop down to P4. Lando takes it down the hanger straight. Oh, that is horrible. We lost those 2 positions in the last 2 laps or 3 laps of that race. Oh, come on, man. So P4 for us. I mean, they were quicker than us that entire race. The way that they were able to follow me and I wasn't able to pull away. They did have DRS though, but still, they were definitely a lot quicker. That freaking sucks, man. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we finished P4. We lose out on the podium by a few tenths, I guess. Lando was right there, and yeah, they were just quicker than us that whole race. We are the 4th fastest car, and I think the 3 teams in front of us are McLaren, Ferrari, and Mercedes, maybe Alpine. I get confused with the My Team career mode, but it's going to be a P4. We're going to get 12 points. The good news, though, is that we did finish in front of Max Verstappen, who unfortunately DNF'd in this one, along with Oscar Piastri, so he's not going to get any points, which will not help us in the Constructors' Championship. But after that race, we're sitting in P3, 10 points behind Lando Norris, and we pretty much need a miracle now to clinch a Drivers' Championship. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We'd have to win pretty much every race from here on out, and on top of that maybe a DNF or a no point finish for Sergio Perez. But because Verstappen DNF'd, we are going to increase our lead over him by 12 points. And then putting us a total of 29 in front of Verstappen. So we got a good little cushion here to finish in front of Verstappen. And in the constructors, we're 68 points back, which means we're probably not gonna get the constructors either. So I joined the team and we start to fall off the map here, and Mercedes having a resurgence after signing Sergio Perez. Lewis Hamilton retires. Perez takes his seat after I boot him from the Red Bull seat, and he's on his way to a driver's championship. But overall, good race. And actually looking at the R&D charts here, we're the 5th fastest car now somehow, even though we are Red Bull Racing. Mercedes is number 1, McLaren number 2, Aston number 3, Ferrari number 4, and then myself and Red Bull at number 5. We were able to hold off a Mercedes, a McLaren, and 2 Ferraris all the way to the end, until the last lap, when we got overtaken by McLaren and a Mercedes, who are both in front of us, and by quite some margin as well if you look closely there. We're neck and neck with Aston Martin and Ferrari, so that's really what we're comparing ourselves to. But we got 4 races left, lots of racing. I think I said 4 earlier, so at that time it would have been 5, but now we actually have 4 races left. So there's still a slight chance that we can take the drivers championship. I'm not going to count myself out just yet. We'll see what happens in Hungary, where usually I'm pretty quick. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. As always, if you watch up to this point, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you guys know when these videos come out. The next video will be the season finale for the My Team series, where we are 2 points behind Fernando Alonso in a McLaren. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But until then, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.